YouTubers, welcome back to our Desert Have a Garden. It's been a while since I've done any video updates, but we haven't been focusing too much on our garden lately. Today I wanted to show you a little bit about our Thai red Roselle plant, and we're getting ready to make our first harvest ever in order to make some tea with it. Now, this plant is a really cool plant that previously I was unable to ever get established, but now you can see it's kind of grown a little bit wild over here. And typically the leaves look like this. They kind of have this 5-leaf pattern, and sometimes they get a little thicker and wider like this. And we're turning to fall season now, and so I'm not sure it's going to enjoy the cold weather all that much. But what they do is they flower, so they start off with a bud like this, and then they open up and bloom, and it really looks a lot like a pretty white okra flower. And I don't see any flowers right this minute. I saw some yesterday, but they must have fallen off. Oh, this one was flowering yesterday, but that fell off. So they really only flower for 1 day, maybe 2 days, and then the flower shrivels up and falls down. But when you are looking to make tea out of it, it is what's left after. So this had the flower, and then the center of it grows a little bit bigger. It takes several days or up to a week for this part to get bigger, and then you'll dry it out and take just the outer parts of it and not the inside seed pod. Let that part dry out, and that is exactly what you use to make tea. This tea, it's a hibiscus, and it is supposed to taste a lot like raspberry tea. It's the #1 ingredient in raspberry zinger. So I've been really excited to grow this plant, and we tried it originally in our aquaponics, and in the aquaponics it came really close to flowering. It put on some buds, but then it never actually bloomed, and the plant died. So I don't know what the problem was there, but I tried it out over here in just a dirt garden. It's next to our grape plant. The grape plant is drying out because it is fall now. It's November, but I didn't expect this to grow so big. Look how big it is. Now it kind of took over this spot, and it's probably too crowded to have all this in one little area. And it's not growing real straight. You can see it's kind of like a vine. See if we can find the bottom of it. So it's kind of viney. It's all over the place in here. But it has all kinds of these ready for harvesting. So I'm going to cut these off of the plant, and then I'll show you what they look like when I start cutting them open. We've brought them back over here to the cutting board and taken off the outer portions of a few pods to see what we're doing here. So the whole inner part is the seed ball, and my understanding is that this is not what you use for the tea at all. Here's one that's cut open. You can see the seeds there. So we're going to peel off everything on the outside in order to make that into a tea. See if I can get my helper to come around here and hold the camera while I tear one open for you. Got another helper over here.
What's this?
That's a seed, honey. So you just kind of peel this whole part open, and we're going to use all this outer portion.
It's not for eating.
So all of this, and I'm just kind of snapping it off. It has a lot of dye in it, so it leaves a little bit of discoloration. So that's the seed ball, and we don't need that. And then down here are all the pieces that we will use, and we'll need to dry them out. It's a very dry climate here, so I expect they'll dry easily just by laying them flat on a cookie sheet and letting them dry out. And when we make some tea, I'll make another video and let you know how it turns out. So please like our channel and subscribe for more updates.